Hello again, and thanks for stopping by. The first of every month, first Saturday of every month, I've been doing a psychic fair. I'm not a big fan of psychic fairs, but I've been doing this in Old Greenwich at the Albertson Church, and it's been fairly successful. The last session I had two women come to me, out of several others, but these two women in particular lost children. The second one that I saw was telling me that a friend was upstairs. I go downstairs into a conference room where I'm capable of doing my thing. They allow me to do it there. The second one that I finished with was telling me that her name was Sue. It's telling me that her friend Lauren was upstairs with another medium, and she had lost her daughter as well, and that she, hope she got something. As Sue is telling me this, I'm hearing this voice saying, Mom isn't getting what she needed, Mom isn't getting what she needed. So I just took it that it was from the woman upstairs. So I told Sue, I said, listen, I said, if your friend doesn't get what she needs, then have her come down and see me. I won't charge her. And the reason why I did that is, number one, I knew her daughter was with me telling me that she wasn't getting anything she needs. And number two, I knew that if she didn't get what she needed, the last thing she's going to do is pay for a second session if she didn't believe in these. So I just left it open. About 15 minutes to a half hour, I don't remember. Oh, by the way, I don't remember what I give people. I just remember the highlights, so I can't tell you what the readings were or the sessions. I forget that they are sessions. I don't call them readings. I still refer to them as readings sometimes just because it's easier. I don't have to explain it to people. But I don't remember what the session is about, okay? It just comes through me unless there's something spectacular, there's some kind of highlight. In this particular case, within a half hour, Sue brings Lauren down, and sure enough, Lauren didn't get what she needed from the other medium, okay? And that's what this piece is about. Lauren and I sat down, and her daughter came through very strong. I described her daughter, told her what her daughter looked like, told her some of the stuff that she had done. I believe her daughter, who passed at 18 years old, was ill most of her life and struggled most of her life. So I asked her what happened with the other medium, because when I came down, Sue said, is that offer still available? Lauren didn't get what she needed. I said, sure. Okay, so at the end, when we're done, I asked Lauren what happened. Lauren told me that the other medium didn't get her daughter at all. I mean, this kid came to me, she wasn't even sitting with me, I heard her, so it's a strong soul. So the other medium should have gotten her, okay? All right, she said that when I asked for my daughter, the other medium told me, oh, she's here, but she didn't give her anything to validate that she had her daughter with her. So she didn't believe that her daughter was there. Then she said the other medium was saying what I call funeral home speak. You know, funeral home where you go to see somebody who's passed out of respect for the family, and you're telling the family, oh, she was a good person. They're at peace now, they're at a better place. Well, yeah, that's all true, but I don't say that. I'll tell them what's going on with them now, what their life was like in the past, and I tell them through that way. I also tell people, which is true, that everybody I get is in the light. I don't, like I told you at the introduction, I don't get people in the dark. And that they'll show me that they're whole again. Okay. The sad thing is that Lauren went to that woman and sat down in hopes to hear from her daughter who had just passed. And a woman let her down. And she didn't give her anything, to the point where she didn't believe that this was real. And that's till she came to me. I wish you would pay attention to what mediums have to say and what they do. If they haven't been granted their gifts from God, I know that sounds a little bit over the top and like, oh, well, look how great I am. It has nothing to do with that. Nobody in this realm is better than the other, and I'm talking about the legitimate people, the real people that have real gifts, and that's important. If you sit with somebody or go to see somebody that have an ego, they make it about money, walk away, because I'm going to tell you right now, they don't have the gifts. If we make this about ourselves, if we, oh, bug, okay, sorry about that. I don't know, some soul probably trying to tell me, knock it off and shut up. But anyway, you got to keep a sense of humor, folks, with me. It's sad. I think people, there are two types of people that'll do that. One, believe that they do have a gift, okay, because, you know, they knew that Joanne was calling next week and she did, and so they try to expand it into, you know, bringing messages to others, which they can't do. The other is people who are just think this is so cool, they want to do it for themselves and show everybody how cool it is. Please stay away from them. If, for those mediums, if any mediums, or, and by the way, you notice I haven't used the word psychic. I don't believe in psychics at all. Stay away, be very careful. You have to be careful with people in this industry in general. I finished with Lauren. It was tough. Like I said, it's difficult when you get kids in particular, but not just children. Sometimes you get people whose mothers have passed, they were best friends, fathers, same thing. So it's difficult. You also sit there and you say, this could happen to me. So this is not, as I like to say, excuse my language, shits and giggles. It's anything but, okay? So when Lauren, the reward for me is, and I didn't charge her, so it wasn't about the money, is when she was happy to hear from her daughter. She felt better hearing some of the stuff that she heard. That's the reward. So again, I changed, you know, I changed subjects here a little bit, but again, if you got somebody that's all about them, they think they're great, they're wonderful, please leave. Don't stay with them, because you're not going to get the messages you need. Also, I ask people, don't tell me anything, like I said in the introduction, just yes or no. If you got somebody, you're sitting with somebody, and they are like talking a lot, and they're trying to get you to give them information, be quiet. Don't do that, okay? It pisses me off when people do that, because we can hurt people, okay? When we start giving messages that people know aren't real about the soul that passed, that's going to hurt them. So anyway, you can read about it. I'm a little bit more detailed in my writing if you go to my Facebook page, or if you go to my my website. That'll be on the website as well. And you can read more in depth, more focused, because, you know, doing this video stuff is new to me. And these are selfies, by the way. There's no camera guy back there. Maybe eventually we'll get more sophisticated. We'll do 2 or 3 shoots. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Tried to keep it as short as possible. And please let me know what you think. Okay? Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you again real soon when I have another interesting session. Bye-bye.